Taylor Swift is now the latest target of right-wing media.
9 months from Election Day, and Taylor Swift continues to be a force.
When Taylor Swift encouraged her fans last fall to vote, more than 35,000 signed up.
This is a little bit what idolatry.
The Pentagon PSYOP unit pitched NATO on turning Taylor Swift into an asset.
Don't get involved in politics. We don't want to see you there.
Everybody's talking about Taylor Swift and the possible influence that she will have on the 2024 election. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, you better. Yeah, you better.
Now, guys, before we get into today's video, two things. One, shout out to my patrons on Patreon who make this channel possible and who keep these videos and content coming for you guys. Second, I know that I am sunburned. Your girl has been out on the beach. I'm coming on my last days in Australia, so I've been having a good time. I know I'm looking crazy. Y'all gonna have to deal with it. Okay, now let's talk about Taylor Swift. This is a girl that we cannot run from her music to dating Travis Kelce, being at the Chiefs games, and now the 2024 election. Everybody has Taylor Swift's name in their mouth, and I guess I'm gonna be one of those people because we have to cover this. She's getting new news coverage in that all of these different news personalities are talking about Taylor Swift's possible effect on the 2024 election. One, through encouraging her followers to go register to vote and to follow through on their civic duty to vote. And two, by the possible fact that Taylor Swift could put out an endorsement to a specific candidate. And knowing Taylor Swift's history, some of the stuff we've seen from her in the past, we're imagining that's going to be a left-leaning Democrat candidate. Now, first things first, this might be a little bit naive, but I'm honestly gonna say I don't care who Taylor Swift endorses. I don't care that she is encouraging her fans to go and register to vote, and I'll explain exactly why. First of all, we all know Taylor Swift is a lefty liberal. That is the case for most in Hollywood, most in pop music, and she is no exception. She's made that very clear in the past, and she's used her platform to speak on past elections. It seems to be her view that she needs to be on the right side of history, and that side for her, I guess she's interpreted as being on the left. Now, where I may disagree with Taylor Swift politically, she has every right to espouse her views and to even endorse a candidate if that's what she wants to do. And we've seen this time and time again from many celebrities, maybe not of her stature as she is so world-renowned at this stage in her career, but we're going to continue to see this in elections to come. What I do hope is that Taylor Swift is sincerely assessing the influence that she has on the American population. Whether we agree on that influence or we don't, we can all agree that she has it. And that is a really big power to be yielding. What you say matters, who you endorse matters, what you tell people to do matters when you are of Taylor Swift's status. So hopefully she's taking all of that into account before telling her followers and fans what they should do. If she's going to go for a Democrat candidate, I think we all know and feel how that's going to turn out. But again, she has every right to do that. Now, I don't know if I believe this statistic, but recently a poll came out saying that 18% of the US population says that they are more likely to vote for a Taylor Swift-backed candidate. Now, you can look at that number, 18%, and think, we should attack Taylor Swift. We need to come after her. We need to stop her from encouraging her fans to vote or from endorsing a candidate. Or you can look at that 18% and recognize that we have a much larger problem in this country than Taylor Swift. If you are a person who is going to have your vote shifted by the endorsement of a pop star, that problem is yours, not theirs. And yes, Taylor Swift is the one that harbors that influence and power, but she is not the one to be blamed and attacked for having it. We have a much deeper societal ill going on right now where we give way too much influence to people who are like Taylor Swift, who've made their fame not on the backs of politics, but of music and pop stardom. We've become way too obsessed with the opinions of stars and people who have no idea what our regular lives look like. In fact, they are so far divorced from the average lives of an American citizen that I don't even think they understand how the policies that they advocate for truly affect us living here on the ground. And I mean that literally, considering how much time Taylor Swift spends in the air on her private jet. And don't get me wrong, I do not hate Taylor Swift. I think she has some good music. Maybe I think she's a little bit of a hypocrite when it comes to talking about climate change while flying on her private jet, but nonetheless, she's a regular person, And I think a lot of us would take up the opportunities that she takes had we been given those opportunities. But here we are. And I'll make this clear too. It is one thing to encourage people to make an educated vote, which I think is really important. If you are going to tell your fans and followers to head to the ballot boxes, they should do so having been educated on what they're actually voting on. They should look into each candidate. They should look into all their policies. They should look inward at themselves to see how they feel about certain issues and how they affect us in this American society, and then they should go to vote. If that is the message that Taylor Swift is putting out to the massive population of people that listen to her, then I 100% agree. However, if she is telling them to simply vote because they should, and that they should do so uninformed, I could not agree less. And even more so than that, if she is endorsing a candidate and telling her fans to vote for that candidate on her behalf, we have a real problem. And I would say the same if we had a conservative pop star sending out the same message. It is okay that she has power. It is okay that she has influence. I just hope that she takes stock of that power and influence before she says something that could deeply affect this country. And with that being said, I think we can chill out on the Taylor Swift attack. Like I said, it's not her fault that she has the influence that she now carries with her. It is in fact the fault of American society itself that stars like this now have this much power. And I can guarantee you right now that attacking Taylor Swift, which is something that is becoming increasingly popular on the conservative end of the aisle, it's not going to help you at all. In fact, it will be to the detriment of conservative ideals, campaigns, and candidates. During an election year, and just in life in general, it's very important that you pick your battles and that you pick them wisely. And one battle that I will not be picking is one with Taylor Swift or the Swifties. But those are just my thoughts. Drop your thoughts in the comments down below. I would love to hear from each and every one of you. As I said, Taylor Swift is getting a lot of coverage. Honestly, I don't want to talk about this girl anymore on this channel. So hopefully this goes away and it dies down and we can stop attacking her and stop talking about her. But if you disagree with anything that I've said in this video, drop it in the comments down below. As always, I encourage healthy debate, so duke it out, but do so respectfully. And if you like this video, like, subscribe, click the notification bell to be notified every single time I post a video for you guys, which is every day, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.
Yeah, you better. Yeah, you better.